can you do the same thing? Now I am going to change the requirements. Okay, so you have to do the same example again with a different content. Right? With example two, right? So can you see the screen?
Yes,
Student,
sir.
can you see the screen? Right. So please, the same things, right? Now I have changed it. This is 20, right? This is 20, right? This is also 20. This is 30. This is also 30. And this is 30. And this is 10. Okay. Say about this is profit 25. This is profit 20. Right. And also the material is at a 10. 2,400 and 2,200. Right. So these are the changes I have did. So can you see these examples?
Yes, sir.
Right. Please, the same way you start the table and complete and say the solutions. Okay, the same style, same way you have to have, right? Then you can get the steps. You have the table, right? You put these values, right? But I have changed it. The product one is now 25 rupees. Profit per unit and product two is 20. Right? objective functions are changed as 25, 20, 0, 0, right? Then strange 20, 20, right? 20 and the 30 plus 10. So this is the documents. Okay, then in the first table, so from the CJ minus ZJ, right, changes will be there, right? The key column selections, we have to select the largest positive one, that is 25, the meaning. So they have changed the positive item because the product one is 25, now product two is 20. So in if you ratio 2,200 has to be divided by 20, 2,600 has to be divided by 30, 30, and 2,200 has to be divided by 10. So, 30, right? So if you do 2,400 divided by 20, you will again get 120. Okay? And 2,600 divided by 30, you will get 80, right? 80, 86.7 if you round it. Then 2,200 divided by 30, 73, right? 73 into 33. Right? So this is the now. So therefore now, what is the key row? Now it's changing as the 30. Okay, so if you are doing with me, easy for you. Okay? Easy for you. You are following my, so the table one is, so we have completed the table one. Okay, please check my calculations. There are any mistakes, please hit over. Are you okay with the table number one? Then now what is the key value? So what is the key value?
30.
Is 3x x30. Now this 30 is the key value. Okay. So now you see that key value has changed. Right? This 30 is the key value. So which is leading variable? Leading variable.
Material 3.
Sorry, leading variable
Material 3.
is 3. Material 3. Material 3, that means load by S3. Right. Good. What is entering variable? X is entering variable. Very good. X is an entering variable. Right. X3, material 3 is a leaving variable. Okay. Right. So with that, I hope you have understood. Right. So please, students, this is a very good time. If not following that, then you will feel difficult. All these assessment I will on the spot and during the class hours I will conduct for your 35 marks. Right? So you have to be ready at any time. Ever ready, right? So anytime you have to be ready. Right? Suddenly I will just say that you will sum and submit the answer in LMS. You have to be ready. Your connection problem, all this is up to you. I'm not responsible for that. Okay? Right. So now is the first table is okay. Right? You have to change the inequalities plus S1. Those arrangement also you have to do what we have did for this conversion of removing inequalities, adding S1, S2, S3. Those practices are a must, right? But I am not doing, you have to do it. Right? So adding S1, S2, S3 as a select variable in all these things and also incorporating those profit zero into this objective function, that also you have to do. If you are not doing that part, you have to do it. Right. So now we will move into the second table, right? Table number 2, we will move that. So this is table number 1. You have to always put the tables numbers, otherwise you will get problem. Table number 1, right? Then table number 2, we are going to move. Now key column 5 things we have to do. Key value as identified, leaving variable as identified, entering variable as identified. So I will copy the same table. I'm going to move into the second table, table number 2. Right? So in the table number, right? Table number 2. So what are the changes? Entering variable. Now it's become as x, x25. Okay? X25 should be here. Right? X25 should be there. Right? That is entering variable. So S3 is leaving. So this is not there in the second table. X is there, 25 is the 25. That is enter. It's come into sale, the process. So I told the key value you have to make it 1. Right? If divided 30 into 30, then that should be 1. So then entire row has to be divided by 3. Right? Entire row has to be divided by 3. So then 10 divided by 30. How much? 1 by 3. Okay. Just 1 by 3. Then 0 divided by 30. That is 0. Then this 0 divided by 30. That is also 0. Here this one divided by 30. Then 1 by. Don't convert to the decimal. Right? Only use the fraction that is easy for you. So here, right, you can put it 2022, sorry, 2200 divided by 30. Okay. So it's in a round figure. It has to be in a decimal figure. Doesn't matter. You have to keep it in such a way that is easy for you. Now, what is the next steps? So we have to make these two values into 0. This 30 also we have to make it 0. This 20 also we have to make it 0 in the next step. Right? That process is a little bit difficult. You have to carefully. So already I have explained 2 times. For the same sum, again I am explaining. Now you have to copy these values 30, 20, 0, 1, 0, 2006. have to repeat. Have to repeat. So you know which one you have to make it 0, this 30. This 30 has to multiply by all these new values, this second table. Right? You have to do the calculation time, right? So this is a new row, 1, 1 by 3, 0, 0, 1 by 30, and 2200 by 30. So therefore, I easily put the column left side for all the values. This one is I got it from table number 1. Shown us where we have got this value. For the calculation purpose, I have inserted left side. Then this I add second row. What we have to do? This 30. This 30 going to become as a 0. So we have to multiply 1, this one, right? This 1 into 30. 1 into 30. We have to put in within bracket here the value and minus 6. That's all. Right? 1 into 30. Then second one, 1 by 3 into 30. Let I repeating, na? Siguro na po. Time again. What do you guys do? Okay, right. Then we have to 1 by 3 into 30. So how much that one? You do it everything in a calculator without mistakes. Huh? That should be 10. Okay, 10. Here, this is 30. I failed to put it. Next one, 0 into 30. 0 into 30. That is 0. That is easy for us. Next also this one, 0 into 30. That is also 0. Okay. So that is also 0. Then this one, 1 by 30 into 30. By 30 into 30, that is 1. Next one, 2200 by 30 into 30. 2200, 30, 30. That should be how much?
1,200.
1200. Okay. So now we have did all these things. Then now got the value 0. This is 30 minus 30 0. Then 20 minus, this is 0. 0 minus 0 0. Here 1. Here how much? 0 minus 10. How much?
Minus 10.
Minus 10. Here 2600 2600 minus 2200, that is 200. Okay. So now we have to put these values. We have to put here 0, this place 10. So without missing the row and column, we have to do here 0, here 1, here minus 10, here 1. Okay. This is a working one. We have finished this. Then again, you see in the first table, this 20 also we have to make it as a 0. This place in the new table, it is 0. Okay. So therefore, I copy this. Right. So, and paste it below this one. I add the new column for the values, left side, right? Added. Then that is the focused value is 20. No? Your earlier row is a 30, now 20. Then 20 has to multiply by the new row. Right? Remember, this is the new row. I make it in a different color. Don't misunderstand. Okay? The new row is column. This is the first one I use. New row means I can copy the same things. One has to multiply by 20. One has to multiply by 20, then that is 20. Any other one but has to multiply by 3 has to multiply by 20. How much? It's about 20 by 3. 20. Okay. Then this 0 has to multiply by 20. 0 multiplied by 20, that is 0. Then this 0 multiply by 20, that is also 0. Then 1 by 30. 1 by 30 has to multiply by uh, how much? By 3. Then this will 2200 divided by 30 has to multiply by 20. 2200 divided by 30 has to multiply by 20. That is about much. You have to do and practice, otherwise you cannot do 30, that should be multiplied by 20. It's about 4400. minus it 2400, 2800 also is taken minus it. So here minus 2 by 3, here 0, here 1, here too much. 20 minus 20 by 3 is about 40 into, let's say it's 40 by 2. Don't convert to decimal, that is difficult for you. And you cannot get the exact answer also. Here 0. Here 20 minus 20 0, 20 minus 20 by 3, 20 minus 3, 40 by 3. Here 1, here 0, here minus 2 by 3, here 2400 minus 4400 by 3, that is 2800. So now these are the value I have to place it. Place it here 0, yeah, 1, 1, 0, and 2 by 3 minus 2. So this one. Now we have completed. We have to find the Saj value and C value. Let's quickly check the C value for the second table. Here 25, here 5, 5, 5, 5 by 3, then 0, then so 25 multiplied by 10, 5 multiplied. Is how much? 1,000, 1,500 divided by, right? So if you divide it in the decimal, so 1,833. Right? So that's why it is 1,833 in the table number 2. And you see that. So some new learning from this table. Whether we have reached the maximum profit. Whether we have reached the maximum profit or not. That's whether we have reached maximum profit or not. So how we have decided? The last example, the second table, we got the solutions.
There is a
Now this,
positive value.
yes, there is a positive value in Cj minus Zj. So therefore, that's indicated. There are chances to further improve our strategy, right? So therefore, you see that this is 0, it's okay. Here 35 by 3 is a positive value. So it shows that again the next one is 0, next one is 0, next one is 0. Now you see that in this point, what is the balanced material? Material 1, how much is the balance? 28,000 divided by 3, almost 933. The balance is there. Others are utilized. Material 2, how much is the balance?
400.
400. Profit is, yes, how many quantities we are produced in product 1? It's 2,200 divided by 30. That is about 73.33. Right? This value is 73.33. So profit is 73.33 divided multiplied by 25. That is about 1,833. Okay, all these information you can get from this table. You can able to interpret it, right? Or you're able to explain, or you're able to analyze it, because that is also one of the examinations work you have to do. Sometimes tables are given, you have to interpret the solutions. Okay, it's the profit losses, etc. Okay, right. So now it's indicate again there is a key row is there. Key column is there. What is the key column now? This one is a key column. Key column is there based on the Cj minus Zj value. We have to find the key column. Key column is this one. Then again we have to find the key row. If you go this way, here you see 2,800 and 800 by 3 has to divided by 40 by 3. So it's a kalta there, you have to do it quickly, but familiarize the steps first. 3 divided by 40 by 3. That's all. So if you did that, you will get the answer. If you did one, you will get the answer 2,800 by 3 divided by 3. You get the answers. How much answer? 70. Check that. If I make mistake, you have to tell immediately. Otherwise, entire things will get wrong. Your students, is it okay? 70 is correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Then similar way, you have to do 400 divided by how much? 10. That is equal 40. Okay. 400 divided by 10. Now you can use the calculator, no problem. Then the third one, 2,200 by 30 to be divided by 1 by 3. Okay. Use the calculator for you. Don't do it manually. You will make mistakes, but mistakes you cannot complete the sum. For the exam, final exam also, the calculator is permitted. You have to bring the calculator for the exam. items. Right? Okay, how much?
220.
220. 220. Okay, good. So now you see which is the lowest positive value, smallest positive value. 70, 40, 200, 200. So
40.
40 has to be considered as a, okay, thank you. 40 has to be considered as key row. Right now, key row identified, key column identified. Based on that key row identified, then what we have to do? Key value. Key value. What is the key value? Key value is 10. Okay, key value is 10. So then, which is leaving variable, which is entering variable in the table number? This leaving variable, it is entering variable. You have to decide based on key value.
S2 is leaving variable, Y is center.
So thank you. This is leaving Y. So therefore, I put arrow mark here. Entering variable. This is leaving variable. Right. So now what we have to do, we have to move to next table, table number 3. Right? So I copy this part. Table number 3 changes are this place we have to put Y. Y20. That's it. Y20. Now enter. Everything we will delete it and do it again. That's it. New variable, entering variable I have inserted because this is leaving. In that place, Y is entering. So Y20 is entering, right? S2 is leaving, right? That we have done, right? Now, what we have to do, first we have to find this place, it should be 1. The 10 should be 1. So therefore, we have divided all the values by 10. Okay? 0 has to be divided by 10, this 10 has to be divided by 10, this 0 has to be divided by 10, this 1 has to be divided by 10, minus 10 has to be divided by 10, and 400 should be divided by 10. So that is the first treatment we have to do. So therefore, 0 divided by 10, 0, 0, right? Then this is 1, 10 divided by this 1, this is 0 divided by 0, next one is 1 by 10, right? 1 by 10. Then minus 10 divided by 10, minus 1, minus 1, and finally 400 divided by 10, that is 40. Now this is the new row. Right? This is the new row we have considered. I have made it as a vector, the new row. Okay. Then this value before and so now you see this is 10. This one should be made 0. And this the 40 by 3 also we have to make it 0 in the new table, table number 3. And 1 by 3 also we have to make it as a 0. So whichever the below per value, right, we have to make it as 0. That is a row, right? We say y we have to make it as a 0 also. Fine. So therefore, I will consider this one first. I copy this one below this table number 3, right? I'm going to do the treatments. So this should be the one we have to make it 0. Therefore, I make it red. Other things I make it as a red. Right? So now we have to carefully do that. This is a new row, has to multiply by 40 by 3. That's all. So I add the left side column for each variable, each values. After that, this first one I have to multiply the 0 in 0 in the 0 into 40 by 40 by. Okay, that is how much? Is to multiply. That is about the same value. This minus 1 minus minus 1 has to multiply by 40 by minus 1 multiply by 40 by is about minus 40 by okay. The solution is 38 by 8 by 3. I minus also that. So then this 40 has to multiply by 3. That is about 1600 by 3. So 2800 by 3 minus this one is 200. This is 400. This is 38. This is minus 2 by 3, right? Here 1, if you minus it, here 0, here also 0. Right? Check now if I missed mistake, you have to tell that. Zero minus 0. Here 40 by 3 minus 40 by 3, 0. Here 1, 1 minus 0, 1. This is 0 minus 4 by 3, that is minus 4 by 3. Here minus 1 multiplied is minus 4, this is 38 by 3. This is 200. So now we have did this one for this. So I have copied in all these places the new values in the table number 3. Okay. Right. So now here I have to put 0. Also I have to put 0. Here I have to put 1. How should we go here? This is minus 4 by 3. This is 38 by 3. This is 400. Now you see the material 1, the balance is 400 in the table number 3. This is 40 units in product 2. Right? So now we have to check this, the next process. This one, I copy this column because we have to make this also 0. Right? So I copy this values for calculation purpose. For the 0, we have to make it this 1 by 3 as a 0. Therefore, I make some heading to make it to remember the color I changing as a red. Okay, then I add the table. There's a row column for each in front of left side for each value for the calculation purpose. Right? So I do the calculations. So the new row is, remember, red color one, right? You multiply by other one, then answer is 4. The entering variable is a y, that is the new row. That should be multiplied by these values. Or make it a 0, 1, right? So don't forget that. So the multiply by value is 1 by 3. So 0 multiplied by 1 by 3, right? That is 0. Then 1 multiplied by 1 by 3. Okay, that is the same value. 1 by 3. Then 0 multiplied by 1 by 3. It is 0. Then 1 by 10 has to multiply by 1 by 3. That is 1 by 10 has to multiply 3. This is 1 by 30. Then minus 1 has to multiply by 1 by 3. How much? Means 1 or minus 1 by 3 by 30 minus this answer, that is 11 by, yeah, this is okay. So for me, then finally 40 has to multiply by 1 by 50. So 40 multiplied by 1 by 3, that is about 40 by 3. That we have to minus it. So now 2200 into 30 minus 1, so that is 60. This is 60. This is okay. This is minus 1 by 30. Here 0, 0 minus 0. Here also 0. Here 1. So now this value we have to paste it there. Then we paste each table. That means the x2 is. So I put here 1 with the this is 0. This is here this minus. Be careful, the minus has to consider, otherwise you may have a trouble in calculation process. Right? Then it's 11 by 30. And last one is 6. Now again we have to do find the CJ minus at value. Please you find the CJ minus at value. 25. Therefore this is 0. Here 20. So 50. Here. Therefore this is also 0. Here some complications are there. You have to do it properly. So 0 has to multiply minus 4 by 3, no problem. 20, 25 into minus 1 by 30 has to multiply by 7 by 6. Check that whether it's correct or wrong. Plus 7 by 6. Right, you also check because 20 has to multiply by 20 into 1 by 20 into by 10. That is 2 by 10. That is 8 means 25 into minus 1 by 30 is minus 5 by 6 plus 1 by 6. I'll check second time. Please check whether this 1 by 6. Then this, if you look at this one, 0, 0 multiplied by 38 by 3, 0. This is minus 20 plus minus 20 plus this is 25 into 25 into 11, 11 by 30 plus minus 2. So this is, we got it value minus 60, 65 by 6. Carefully, right? Then I just we have to tell 25 has to multiply by 1 by plus 5 by 6 minus 0 minus also this plus 65 minus plus 65 by 6. Right. Here this one Cj minus Zj value. Here also 0 V minus 7 1 by 6, that is so this is minus 1 by 6, right? Okay. Now what is the profit? 20 into 40 with 25 into 60, that is 5, 2,600, 2,300. Profit is 2,300. Okay. So now you see that, right? So the second table profit is somewhat 1,800 something, 5,500 divided by 3. So now we have improved gain return 2,300 profit. Product 2 we are producing 440 units. Product, product 1 we are producing 60 units. S1 material is 400. Okay. But there is a problem, you see, but this the maximum students, whether we reach the max, just on why there is a Cj minus Z. So therefore, again we have to consider as a T pulse equal. Okay, there is a key column. So then if you divide it, 100 divided by 30, 38. So if you have any mistakes also, be careful. So 400 divided by 38.3, 38, 400 divided by 38 by 3. That is about 600, 600 divided by 90. That is again 600 divided by 600 divided by 19. That means 31.57, right? So then this one divided by minus 1. 40 divided by minus 1, right? Okay. That is minus 40. 40 divided by minus 1. That's much. So our rule is always you have to consider smallest positive value. From the two we cannot consider, right? It's not the smallest one. Smallest positive value. Huh? Okay. Then 60 has to be divided by 11 by 30. 11 by, right. Right. Suppose 60 has to be divided by 11. How much? That one roughly 1800 divided by 11. The decimal point to find the smallest one. 1800 divided by 1. It's about 163. 163.6. Right now, which is the smallest one? 13.56 is the smallest one. Minus 40 we don't need to consider. Right here, 163.6. That is also plus value, but not biggest one. So therefore, this is the key row selections. Key row selections. Okay, right. Carefully look into that. Very important sum. Now, key row and key column are intersecting where this place. That is about our key value. The key value is now 38, 38 divided by 3. That is our key value. So what is the entering variable? What is leaving variable? Leaving variable none. Right? Leaving variable is S1. Entering variable is 3. Entering variable is 3. Right? Understand carefully, right? So even if it is a slack variable, right? You are entering, leaving is possible. Right? Now, okay, now we have identified again in the table number 3, key column, key row, right? Leaving variable. So now we have to go for table number 2. Okay. We have to go for table number 4. So I consider again copy this one. We start with the work on table number 4. The table number 4. In this place, S1 is leaving, so that place S3 is entering. That's it. Right. S3 is entering. So here this is the key value, it should be 1. So 38 divided by 3 has to be divided by 38 by 3, then it should be 1. So then all the things has to be divided by that value. Right? So we carefully do because there are possible to make mistakes. 38 by 3. Anybody can make mistakes in this sums. Huh? So this is divided by 38, that is 1. And this is 1. This is 0. Okay, that is 0. This is also 0. Right? This 1 has to be divided by 1 has to be divided by 38 by 3. That is 3 by 38. 3 by 38. Okay. This 1 has to divide by that. Minus 4 by 3 has to be divided by 38 by 3. That is about minus 2 by 19. Okay, 2 come as 19. 3 come as. Okay, be careful, that's minus 1. So this one is okay, then this 400 has to be divided by, that becomes 600 by 90. Right, this is the new. Now this is the new. It's the new row, right? Yeah, I make this new row as a blue color one. So I put the things as usual. So straight away, this minus 1 should be 0. This 11 by 30 by 0. So we have to do the calculations. So I copy this first one. So minus 1 to make it all this. It's minus 1. So therefore we have to if you finish it, you can tell the answers before I do that. Okay, so I have the left side the things. Right, so then I have to multiply by this new row has to multiply by minus 1. Right? So 0 has to multiply by minus 1. Right? So has to multiply by minus 1. So that is 0. And if you minus it, that is also 0. Okay. Then this 0 has to multiply by -1. That is also 0. Then here solution is 1. So then 30 by 3 by 38 has to multiply by -1. And that is minus 3 by 38. Then 0 minus 38 become as plus 3 by 38. Okay. Be careful about the minus plus value. The, the minus 3 by 38 is plus value. Then this minus 2 by 19 has to multiply by -1. So minus 2 by 19 has to multiply by -1. It's about 2 plus by 19. Right? Should be minus from 1 by 10 is about minus 1 by 9. Please check. Then 1 has to multiply by, this 1 has to multiply by -1. Is it correct what we are doing is? Securely. Okay. Then 0 is okay. This is 3 by 10. 1 has to multiply. The solution is -1. -1 minus -1. Things become 0. Be careful, right? So these are some possible to make mistakes. -1 minus -1. Then say 0. -1 minus, then again -1. Then answer is 0. Okay. And this value 619 just to multiply by this. minus 600. It's about 1,360. So 90. So if you multiply, that is minus value minus 600 into 90. Then we have to put these values there. Here 0. This is 0. This is 1. This is 20 by 38. This is about minus 1 by 190. Minus 590. And this is about 0. And this is about 1,360 divided by 90. Okay. If you make mistakes, we cannot get the solution. That's it. This will rotate again and again. We cannot get the solution. It's a problem. Right? We make any guys, we make any small mistakes, that is a result. Okay. So one more steps is there. Second, anyone get the solutions? It's for this one, for the last steps, I think it may be the last one. We'll see that. Right. So here, the new rule, that means the total advance, right? The same rule is to multiply by 11 by 30. Yeah. So 0, here 0, multiply by 11 by 30. Here also 0, multiply by 11 by 30. Yeah. It has to multiply by the same value. Here minus multiply by 3 by 15. And 1 is 1. Then 600 over 9. We have to multiply by 11 by 30. 11 by 30. Here. Copy 11 by 30. So it's 11 by 30. Here also 11 by 30. Here also 11 by 30. Here also yes, yes, so like yes, yeah, if you say the 0, that is 0. Yeah, so here also 0. Here also multiply by this one 0. And no problem, here also 0. Here, let carefully do that. 3 by 30. 0. That's about 11 by 380. And the answer is minus. Same answer but minus 1. Here, by 19 has to multiply by 11 by 30. It's about 11 into 285. So if you minus it, minus 1, minus 1, minus 1 by 9, so 30. So we get minus 41.7. Now take the minus values. Then this one, same things, right? 11 by 30, then that is 0. Okay. Then the next one, last one, 619 multiplied by 1 by 30. It's about 220, 220 by 90. So 60 minus answer is 920 by 90. Okay, these are the solutions. We hope this may be the last one. Therefore, here 0, here also 0. Here minus minus the 0. Here 900 and so please check carefully that if you make mistake also, we cannot complete the sum. That is other issue, right? If you make any calculation mistake, the tables will rotate again and again. We cannot get the solutions. Right? Anyhow, we will finish it for this one. But you see this. So again, rotate it. There are some problem in calculations. Right? So we made a mistake. Right? So here, Cj minus Zj value because all are 0. So 25 minus 0 is 20. it is sure that we made a mistake. Okay. So somewhere we made a mistake, students. That's why it's rotating. So we cannot get the solution for this, right? Because you see that if you multiply by 0, 0, 0, 0, then all 0, 25 minus 0, 25 plus 1. So here 20, 20 is okay. Here 20 is okay. Right? 0, it becomes 0. Here if you multiply by these two, right? So get the answers and see that. But this is indicate that we made a mistake. Okay. Anyone find the mistakes while you are doing? My answers and your answers are different. Otherwise, again, it's not, will come this 25. This 25 is repeating again, that means there is mistakes. Or there may be, because I put this sum randomly, there may be a problem in the developing the sum. Okay, this way. Okay. So if you anyone find any mistakes, no students?
Sir, there is a mistake in table 2.
Table number 2. No?
Yes, sir.
Why don't you tell me to see that that is the another mistake you made. Now we are coming to table number 4. Right? That's why I'm saying if I make mistake, please tell, otherwise waste of our time. So if you inform this matter, disturb me and inform this matter while I'm doing the table number 2. So you see, we are with you. Okay, what to do? This best nature of the students. Okay, right. So
So, just
this is the solution. Sorry,
now I
what is the
also
mistakes we
found.
made? Okay, what is the mistakes we have made in table number 2? Can you say the values we are? So while you are telling that this one is 2, x, y, like that, if you say, we can easily point it out. That
So
means if you want,
in straight column we get minus 10, but that column we should get minus 1.
yeah,
In a straight
tell
column, yes.
S3. Okay, S3. Now I'm shading. Where's the mistakes? Minus 10.
Yes, sir.
Not a minus 10, no?
Yes, that's got minus 1.
Minus 10. Okay, where is it? Minus 1. Key value, no? So the table number 2, 1. Calculation. Yeah, no? My students, this one minus 1. 1 into 30 multiplied by 30. This 1. This should be 1.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
1. This is minus 1. See that? Okay, the mistakes we have made that. So yeah, table number 2, this is 1, minus 1. Other things are correct. number 2, if it is minus 1, then 0, 0. Now that's not going to affect. No, this is 0, this is 0, this is any other mistakes? Anybody do that? How it has changed. Yeah, I make corrections here. Yes, corrections I put it shaded in the yellow shaded one. I made these corrections. Here also the corrections I made. Yes, the table number 3. Table number 3 should be minus 1 divided by 10. Should be minus 1 divided by 10. So here also become okay. So this is the minus 1, then that is the key value 10. No? So then 10 minus 1 divided by 10. Right? So here we have multiplied this as a new row. So then the first one is 1. Here this is the table number 3. This here. So we have did some homework. So what are the changes we have to do? Yeah. Did you make other corrections where it is coming? Hello students? We find the other correction. So I find out. Yeah, I figure out the so for this corrections we made, therefore just 1. Then P row column 10. 10 should be become as 1 in the next table. So let's 1. A should be P minus 1. Yeah, it is correct. Yeah,